learn the prepositions. Starting with the definition, a preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. They act to connect the people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. In other words, it is a word that shows the relationship between two things or two words. Now, let us see several prepositions with their usage so as to understand them in better way, as understanding them thoroughly will help you to make the sentences accurately. As you can see on your screen, firstly we will see the preposition, then we will be seeing its usage, and finally the example for the preposition. Starting with the first one, on. It is used to mention when something or someone is on a fixed place or at a fixed place. The example for it is Sam is sitting on the chair. Here the preposition on is used to mention that it is a fixed place. After that, the preposition upon. It is used when something is going in motion. The example for it are two. The first one is place these books up on the table. The second one is the cat is jumping upon the table. Here, as you can see, the books and the cat were firstly on the motion and then they were kept on the table. Right? So, the upon will be used when your noun will be in the motion and then finally at the rest. The other preposition is over. In this, there is no concept of touching. Let us understand it better by seeing the example. The cat is jumping over the table. By writing over in this sentence, we mean that the cat jumped and never touched the table. Moving towards the next preposition, that is above. Its usage is to show that something is superior or it is a little upward than us. The first example is the sky is above us. And the second example is he is above me in the knowledge. In both the examples, above is used to mention the superiority. The next is at. It is used for mentioning a small or a local place. Understanding it with the example will be easier. The example for it is Sam lives at Karol Bagh in New Delhi. Here, Karol Bagh is a small place situated in Delhi, so the preposition at is used. Now the next is in. It is used for mentioning a big place or large area. Let us take the same example that we took for the preposition at. Sam lives at Karol Bagh in New Delhi. Here, New Delhi is a big place as compared to Karol Bagh, so the preposition in is used. Let us take another example. Ajay lives in UP in India. Here, both UP and India are big places. So, the preposition in is used for both. Now, let us see the preposition by. It is used for a person. Also, please note that this preposition can be used normally in the passive voice. Let us take an example. The letter was written by him with a pen. Here, by is used in a sentence which is in passive voice. The another statement is the tiger was shot by Vishal. Here, by defines a person, that is Vishal, and the sentence is in passive voice. Moving towards the next preposition, that is with. It is used to mention when something is done with the help of some other thing. The letter was written by him with a pen. In this sentence, a letter was written with the help of a pen. So with is used. Another one is the tiger was shot by Vishal with a gun. Here, tiger was shot with a help of gun. So with is used. Now let us see another usage of the preposition in. It is used when something or someone is at a fixed place. The example for it is Sam is in the house. Here, Sam is at a fixed place, that is his house. So in is used. The next is into. When a person or a thing is in a motion and then after that it comes to the rest, into is used. Let us understand it clearly with an example. Sam ran into his house. Here, firstly, the Sam was in the motion and after that he came to the rest when he entered his house. Let us now see another preposition, that is between. It is used when we are mentioning something or someone is between or in the middle of two persons or two things. Let us take an example. Distribute these sweets between the two brothers. Here, the sweets are to be divided between the two brothers. The second example is, between the two courses, which one would you prefer? Here, between is used when we are talking about two different things. The next is among. It is used for two or more persons or things. Distribute the sweets among the three brothers. Another example is, among the 5 electives, which one would you choose? In both the sentences, you can note that the number of people is more than 2, and so we have used the preposition among. The next is amongst. It is also used the way among is used, but it is always used before a word that starts with a vowel sound. The example is, distribute the sweets amongst us. You can see that the word written after amongst starts with you. Us. It starts with the vowel sound, and so the preposition amongst is used. The next is of. Of always shows possession. Let us take an example. This is the book of Ram. Here, of Ram. The book is of Ram. The preposition of is used to show the possession. The next example is, the leaves fall off the branches of the tree. Here, branches are of the tree. So, of is used to show the possession. Now, let us see another preposition, that is of. It shows the separation. We will again take the example that we took for off. The leaves fell off the branches of the trees. Here, the first OFF, that is off, is used to show the separation of the leaves from the branches. The next example is Sam fell off the horseback. In this statement, OFF off is used to show the separation of Sam from the horseback. Moving towards the third usage of in, it is used at the end of a given time. Let us see the example. Gary on Sunday said that he would return by Saturday. So, he would return in a week. In this sentence, in is used to show the end of a time period. Now, moving towards the another preposition, that is within. Within is used before the end of a given time. Taking the same example but replacing the preposition, the example is Gary on Sunday said that he would return by Thursday, so he would return within a week. Here, within a week shows that he can return any time before the week completes. Moving towards the next preposition, after, it shows the time. Seeing the example, I met her behind the college building after 1 p.m. Here, after 1 p.m. shows the time of meeting her. The next is behind. Behind shows the place. Taking the same example, I met her behind the college building after 1 p.m. Here, the word behind is used to show the place or say the direction. Next is beside. It is also used to show the place, but when the place is near, beside is used. The children were playing beside the river. Here, beside in this sentence denotes that children were very near to the river. Next is Sam stood beside me. In this sentence, beside means standing either on the right or left to me. Moving towards the next preposition, that is besides, it is used in the context of in addition to. Let us take an example. Besides giving him advice, I gave him money also. Here, you can see that besides is used to add the information. That is, I gave him advice and money also. The second example is Jim plays tennis besides badminton and swimming. In this example, Jim plays tennis, badminton and swimming. Moving towards the next preposition, in. It is used at the end of a given time in future tense. The example is Sam will return in an hour. Here, the preposition in an hour is used for the future tense. The next is after. It is used to show later in past tense. The example is Sam returned after an hour. In this sentence, after is used, but the verb returned is in past tense. The next is under. It is used when something is below the other thing and there is no contact between them. That is, there is no touch with two objects or two things. The example for it is, my books are lying under the table. Here, there is no contact between books and the table. The next is below. It is used to show inferiority between two people or two things. The example is, it is below my dignity to talk to him. Here, below is used to show the inferiority between the my and him. The next preposition is till. It shows simple time limit. Example is, please wait for me till 4 o'clock. Here, the time limit is shown by using the preposition till. The next is until. It is used for the conditional reference. The example is, you cannot move an inch from here until Jack arrives. Here, until is used to show the condition that a person cannot move until the other person comes or arrives. The next is up to. It shows space and time limit. The example is, I went him up to the bus station. Here, up to is used to show the space and it was limited to bus stand. The next is unto. It is used when some action takes place until the death or the end. The example is, he has decided to go fast unto death. Here, unto is used to mention the event that will take place till he dies. The next is by. This is the another usage of by. It is used to show future time limit. Let's take the example. It says that you can pay the installment by the 5th of this month. In this sentence, by is used to show the future time limit. Now moving towards at. It is used to show specific time. The example for it is, John met me yesterday at 4:30 p.m. Here at 4:30 is a very specific time. So the preposition at is used. Now let us see the another usage of on. It is used to show the days or dates. The first one is, Jack met me on Sunday. The second one is, Sam's interview is at 6 p.m. on Sunday. Here in both the sentences, on is used to show the day. Moving towards the another use of in. It is used to show the period of time. The example is, Jill met me in July 1995. In this sentence, you can see the time period, that is July 1995, is mentioned using the preposition in. Next usage of in is showing when some place is inside the border. The example is, Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. In this sentence, Chennai is situated inside the border of Tamil Nadu, so in preposition is used. Moving further, on. On is used when something or some place is situated on the border. Taking an example, the Himalayas lie on the north of India. Here, north of India is a border and Himalayas lies on it. So, the preposition on is used there. The next is to. It is used to refer when something or some place is outside the border. The example is Sri Lanka is to the south of India. Here, Sri Lanka is situated outside the border of India. So, preposition to is used in the sentence. The next is since. It refers to the starting point of an action. The example is I have known him since my childhood. Another example is I have worked here since 2004. In this type of sentences, you can see that we know when the event started. So, in this type of sentences, where we know that when the event has started, since is used. Moving towards the next preposition, that is for. It is used to describe the period of time, that is duration. Let us take an example. I have known him for 10 years. Here, when we are using for in the sentence, we do not exactly know the starting point of the event. So for that type of sentences, instead of using since, we will use for. The last one is from. It is used when the time of the event is unspecified. Let us take the example. I know him from past. And the next is I remember you from past. Here we know that the person is known from past, but the exact date or time is not known to us. So from will be used. So these were several common prepositions that can be used in your IELTS examination. Now let us see few more examples to strengthen the concept of prepositions. The first one is Raju slept under a tree. Here preposition of place is used. Next is I was born on July the 5th, 1982. Here on is used as a preposition of time. Next is he swam across the pool. Here across is the preposition of moment. Next is I agree with you. Here the preposition is used with verb. Next is my addiction to coffee is unhealthy. Here the preposition to is used with the nouns. The next is I am good at cooking. In this sentence, the preposition at is used with adjectives. And the last is go down the stairs and through the door. In these sentences, we have used two prepositions. So by this, we come to the end of this lecture. I hope you have understood the prepositions. Thank you for attending the class. If you have any queries, please write to us in the comment section. We will make sure that your doubts are solved as soon as possible. I will see you in the next class. Thank you.